the smart choices in the draft. Catch it next, brought to you by Smart, the official tournament telco partner of the MPL. Free to game, great games with Smart, free games for all. And going back to the draft ngayon dito, TDZ. Ano ang nabago dito? Specific, not only strategy, is that medyo may ibang player na nandito. I mean, Lord Hades wasn't a part nung natalo or yung nanalo sila against Work Auster Force. Gaano kalaking bagay yon para sa side? Is it a good thing for Work Auster Force na iba yung makakalaban nila ngayon dahil natalo sila nung roughly siya pa yung naglalaro? Or is it a bad thing dahil baka mas malakas ngayon?
Yeah, well, half-half dun sa idea na yun, Rob, kasi the reason why is for sure mas nakita nila sa side ng Work Auster Force kung paano maglaro si Lord Hades, so wala na dun yung surprise factor. Given the fact na, syempre, with the performance from Aura PH, mas makokontrol na nila yung playstyle. And we've talked about this earlier bago mag-start yung broadcast natin, Rob, no? Na yung Work Auster Force talaga, they want to play aggressively. Pero ngayon, napapansin ko with their previous series, na hinahaluan nila ng ibang timpla na tingin kong more aggressive, pero meron na rin pumapasok mga teamfight-oriented drafts.
I like that you pointed out yung previous series nila. Technically, parehas yung nakalaban nila. That was Signal, Ultra, and even the result was also the same. That was 2-0. You mentioned earlier, momentum. Parehas tong team na to. Sabihin na natin, it's an advantage for Aura PH since they have a 4-winning streak and they only lost to Blacklist International in the series. And to add on that, mga kaibigan, Lord Hades hasn't lost a single series dito sa MPL Season 7.
Wow, so tingin mo, Rob, parang yun yung secret weapon. Kumbaga, nung after the loss, parang, sige, ilabas natin yung secret weapon natin. At effective! Nakita natin na talagang hindi pa natatalo ang Aura PH dahil simula ng pagpasok ni Lord Hades dito.
Yes, totoo yan, TDZ. Pero ito pa, pwede mong i-add dito, no? Kung papansin mo, yung banning dito ng Work Auster Force, Diggy, Natalia. This is something you wouldn't ban on a normal basis, pero kasi this is specific on Aura PH. We've all known sa kanila nag-originate ang Diggy strategy. Natalia was also been used by Greed onto a higher caliber type of gameplay. Pero since, kumbaga, itong team kasi na to, Aura PH, they have this kind of identity, no? Na gumagamit ng mga ganitong hero. How do you think ngayon, magpapaano to itong draft na to? Since Aura PH been winning games with this Cho, I would assume na itong Cho na to is JP's hero as a tank, and Hades is really doing well on a Granger.
Well, I completely agree, Rob, kasi nakita man natin yung debut dito ni Lord Hades, Granger kaagad. Kaya nakikita natin na nagta-transition yung mga Granger pick dahil dun kay Lord Hades. And also to answer your question, ang draft dito ng Work Auster Force is going for their comfort heroes ng Aura PH. Nakita man natin yung Diggy and also yung Natalia ni Greed. So it's all about comfort, removing all the comfort zone. Pilitin mo yung Aura PH na maglabas ng ibang laro or try to go for a different approach when it comes to team fight. At tingin ko yun din yung reason kung bakit yung first 3 picks dito ng Work Auster Force is a little bit more tago. Kumbaga, hindi gaanong dinalabas ng Work Auster Force yung gusto nilang playstyle, hiding the information against your enemy.
Exactly. And to add on ito, no, kung iisipin mo, yung picking dito ng Work Auster Force, this was actually mentioned during the panel nila Butters na hindi nalalayo yung mga heroes ng dalawang team na to. This Jawhead could potentially be a JP hero. Itong Lapu-Lapu na to, we've seen Benny Q use this one, and together with the Kagura na ginagamit din ni Greed.
Yeah, kung parang, ano yung parang double-sided sword yan eh. Kumbaga, yung mga players ng Aura PH, sige, gusto nyo gamitin yung mga comfort picks namin, alam namin kung paano counterin yan. Alam namin kung paano namin kontrolin yung laro ninyo. Pero Work Auster Force, I think this is really effective as well. Since Work Auster Force, sabi nga natin kanina na isa yung Work Auster Force sa mga teams na hyper-aggressive. Gusto nila lagi sumasulubsob. And looking at the picks here for Work Auster Force, meron silang static link with the Lapu-Lapu. Really good when it comes to team fights. And din yung napag-usapan natin kanina, hinahaluan nila ng unting team fight-oriented draft dito. And also playing aggressively with the Jawhead while controlling the jungle area of Aura PH.
Kung isipin mo, no, parehas Action Jackson yung team natin dito. Kasi with the Jawhead, alam natin yan in terms of rotation. Tapos, si JP, we've seen him move towards the whole map. Specifically, on the before pa lumabas yung unang-unang turtle, you'd see him on the bottom lane, kung may kailangan sa kumbaga, providing vision and information, yung isa sa pinaka-vital na role ni JP, if ever na yun yung kanyang gagamitin as the tank Cho. Pero madagdag ko lang since I've seen Barakino ngayon, during MPL Chillax, Work Auster Force did mention na ang team na talagang gustong-gusto nilang mabawian or makalaban dito sa MPL Season 7 is actually Aura PH.
So talagang nandito. Ito yung pagkakataon. Tingin ko talaga prepared na prepared dito yung Work Auster Force. It's really good for our first series here. But syempre, opening series natin talagang mainit. Magkakaroon ng pagkakataon na makarebanse. Kumbaga parang sa basketball, tol, yung RC namin na natalo namin ng first game, babawiin namin ngayon.
Oo, kasi saka kung iisipin mo, medyo matagal na din kasi, di ba? We had a Holy Week, we had a week na hindi pa nag-start because of course, ECQ. So, parang ang haba na nung panahon nung nag-start doon. That was week 1 and we are now on week number 4. So, ngayon, will it be the story dito mga kaibigan? Will Work Auster Force finally get a series win against Aura PH? And if they can do that, nasabi to kanina sa panel, pag nanalo sila ng series dito, sila ngayon ang magna number 1 sa kanilang bracket.
Malaking bagay talaga ang series na to mga kaibigan. At syempre nag-aabang din ng Work Auster Force. Bukod pa sa bawi, is yung puntos na kailangan nila para makaangat lalo sa ating point system. Pero Rob, nakikita natin dito, no? For Aura PH, dinanggal nila yung Lancelot and also the YSS. So you mentioned about Vision earlier, especially with Johead and also the Cho, if JP we're going to use it. So basado na ng Aura PH to. Siyempre, kung sakaling preparado rin ng Work Auster Force, mas preparado rin ang Aura PH dito kasi ramdam nila yung gigil.
Not only that, no? They are actually banning yung mga, sabihin na natin, a little bit comfort heroes dito ni Chu. Pero kung iisipin mo kasi, Chu, parang ang lalim din ng hero pool niya. I was thinking dito, yung banda Lancelot, yung banda YSS, and looking at the bans, there's still an open which is the Claude or it's either Aura PH is willing to give it para kay Chu. What do you think about this Popol and Kupa? Nagkakaroon din ng mga, sabihin na natin, popularized na mga sa draft natin, and most of the time, more often than not, nananalo pag mayroong Popol and Kupa.
Well, kasi ang Popol and Kupa, bukod sa vision na kaya niyang ibigay using the Popol Surprise, nandun yung kagat eh. Yung factor na
yung ngart-ngart.
Yung ngart-ngart.
According kay Kuya Manjin Paldas.
Yung ngart-ngart niya, tol. Malaking opportunity pwedeng ibigay doon. Isipin mo sa first 3 picks dito ng Aura PH, meron silang Granger. Pag nangart-ngart, yung lahat ng balang Rhapsody, doon makakapasok agad. So magandang setup ka agad yun. And also, kumbaga, kung sakaling pumili dito, well, up against Johead, pwede niya maiba to si Kupa instead of Popol.
So like it's like a 50-50 pa, no? Kung magbabato ka, it's almost the same thinking din, no? With the Selena. So like what we've said kanina, no? Chu has an option dito, the Claude. Itong hero na to, if I'm not mistaken, mga kaibigan, never lost a single game nung main qualifiers nila using this Claude. So, syempre, gagamitin nila yun. One of the comfort dito ni Chu, and nakita na natin yung Alice ni Kosei.
Yeah.
Okay? So, moving back dito naman sa Aura PH, what are they lacking ngayon dito, TDZ?
So, for Aura PH, tingin ko, kailangan nila dito ng mage dealer, ng magic dealer, and that's one of the reasons why yung Work Auster Forces na-remove yung Lunox and also the Eve. So, okay. Aura PH going for the Harith. So, makikipagsabayan ditong Aura PH. Alam naman natin, Rob, na ang Harith, isa sa mga power spike niya is once he reaches level 4.
Indeed.
Isang Zaman Force lang, pwede niya matanggal lahat ng energy shields dito ng Aura PH and play based on the current playstyle, maraming slow, maraming opportunity to catch ang Aura PH dito. Kung sakaling makakuha ng momentum ang Work Auster Force, since sila ang mga hyper-aggressive teams talaga na sabi nga natin control ang laban dito for the first series.
Agree ako sa iyo dyan, and we've talked about yung kanina yung early aggression. Nung nakita ko na nilock on yung Harito, this only state that the Granger, the Cho, and the Popol and Kupa will be our trio. Or siguro, pasabihin na natin, Hades will just have to farm on the jungle, tapos yung Cho and yung Popol and Kupa, yung manggugulo or rather magi-invade dito sa side ng Work Auster Force. So, ito na TDC. I'm really excited and thrilled na makita itong pinakaunang serye natin ngayong araw ng Sabado. Sino nga kaya ang magiging number 1 ng group number A? But before anything else, we would like to remind everyone that MPL Philippines Season 7 is under the supervision and regulation of the Games and Amusement Board.
Yeah, ito na tayo mga kaibigan. First game of the day. Sino nga ba ang mas mainit? Maaaganti ba ang Work Auster Force against Aura PH na talagang winning streak? Tol, a 4 winning streak pa tong tong Aura PH. So, kumbaga sa usapang momentum, nandun na, nauna na kaagad ng Aura PH.
Oo, actually mainit din talagang pagpasok. And we've talked this earlier, no? Na fun fact lang mga kaibigan, we would like to share with you, nung nasa under Sunsport banner pa ang Aura, no, this squad, they only lost a single series din. And that was on Execration during MPL Season 4. And they were about to, sabihin na natin mirror of what's been happening if they could get a win against Work Auster Force. Pero gaya na sabi mo kanina, TDZ, mainit dito ang Work Auster Force. Pero mukhang mas mainit ngayon ng Aura dahil sila ang nag-i-invade. Sino makakuha ng first blood dito? Pero JP forced to get the flicker or use the flicker at hindi pa nila nakuha doon yung purple buff dito ng Work. Posible tong ma-reset. Pero ang ganda ng yung pag-hold on ng mga members dito ng Work, and that's bad news para sa Aura PH.
Ang ganda ng pagkakakontrol, I completely agree. A little bit of a bad news since nakakuha agad ng tempo dito ang Work Auster Force. And sa RTZ, alam naman natin, isa sa mga aggressive mages, he's utilizing his flame shot perfectly. Talagang isa sa mga nakikita natin na ginawa niya before.
Yes, pinag-usapan natin yan. Pero look at that. Yung bala ni Hades was just enough to bring down that RTZ. Medyo may bawi naman dito ang Aura PH. And going back, speaking of the flame shot na sinabi mo, sabi nga nito, yan na nga raw yung the new retry. Pero may bago yata dito. Nagpapakita ngayon ng Work Auster Force. They're trying to defend. Dito ko nakilala yung Aura PH eh. Parang hindi silang basta-bastang kumukuha ng sarili nilang resources. They want to get what's yours and they try to defend what's theirs. Kumbaga, pino-force nila, rather, nag-i-invade talaga sila. Tapos, to the point na mas nakakalamang sila sa mga ganong scenario. Ng turtle fight dito, TDC, sino sa tingin mo ngayon ang mas makakalamang dito?
Mas nakapwesto agad ang Aura PH, mga kaibigan. Almost 4 heroes sa side ng Aura PH is nagko-convert sa may turtle area. Half HP. Work Auster Force needs to do something at makontrol agad dito si Unravel sumasalubong.
Pero pinapasok sila dito, zinazola sila ni JP, na-secure naman ni Hades doon yung turtle, pero kapalit ng buhay yun ng Cho. Chu managed to BMI out, pero mukhang magbaback off na muna dito ang Aura PH. RTZ giving this greed, or pabuntikan pa at kuha niya pa. Medyo nagkatansyahan pa yung dalawang mid heroes natin dito, and nung tumama yun, bumalik doon si RTZ and get a kill. So, parang tumablarang din kahit na nakuha doon ng Aura PH yung turtle na yun.
Nakapansin natin dito, Rob, sa net worth, saktong-sakto. Almost dikit pa rin ang net worth dito ng dalawang teams natin. I completely agree. Kahit lamang sa turtle take, nagkaroon ng unting experience dito ang Aura PH, but with that kill, para kay RTZ, na even out niya kaagad yun. And also keep in mind na 2-1-0 kaagad dito si RTZ. Kapag nakakuha siya ng Clock of Destiny as early as possible, mas makakita tayo ng high magic first. And he's already, meron na siyang talisman dito. And for sure, 430 gold na lang.
Pero alam mo, TDC, no? I would like to comment dito yung ginagawa ni Unravel. Bakit? Binabantayan niya yung mga jungle creeps nila dito para hindi ma-invade ng Aura PH. We've mentioned this earlier, Aura PH mahilig silang manguha ng mga jungle ng kalaban kasi doon sila unti-unting nakakalamang on the game. Then potentially, they would take the turtle as well. Pero right at this series or this game, nababantayan ni Unravel dito yung invasion ng Aura PH. That's one of the reason bakit hindi rin nagiging malalim ngayon dito si JP.
Indeed, at mukhang sumasalubong dito si JP, nag-brush check, pero mukhang masasandwich nila si Unravel. Saktong-saktong pagkaka-flicker. Pero adding to what you mentioned earlier, Rob, battle of the economy ang nangyayari dito sa side ng Aura PH.
Exactly, and looks like Aura PH dito, mga kaibigan, slightly have the advantage. Not only that, sila din ang unang nakabasag ng Torre dito against Work Auster Force. But looking at the draft dito, TDC, sabihin na natin dito, itong si Chu with the Claude could potentially mas makakalamang on the late game. Pero mamaya na natin pag-usapan yan dahil may turtle fight na naman na magaganap. May ejector kay RTC. Kaagura ang unang mawawala, pero medyo malalim yata dito. Gustong pumalalag pa dito ng mga Aura PH. Greed is going in. Unravel will be taken down too for non-exchange dito. Mas lumamang ngayon dito ang Aura, pero may kapalit yon. That's gonna be 3 more TZ. Pero TDZ, tingin ko mas lumamang pa rin doon ang Work Auster Force.
Well, looking at the current situation, since nawala na yung ating energy shields, marirefresh na ang HP ng ating mga turrets. But with that, that's a 3-4-0 exchange para sa side dito ng Aura PH. At mukhang hindi, ang ganda kasi ng pagkakasandwich nila dito, pagkakaspread out ng teamfight
Yes, na-mention ko kanina na lumamang doon sa certain teamfight na yon yung Work Auster Force, pero hindi pa rin humihinto yung pagkuha ng mga objective dito ng Aura PH. Work Auster Force could potentially be winning team fights, pero they're not winning the objectives.
Yun ang laro natin dito, mga kaibigan. Ang objective, nakita natin dito, Work, they're always prioritizing na wag ma-take down yung middle turret kasi most of the fights that is happening is within the mid lane area. So kapag nasusustain nyo yung mid lane turret nyo, makakakuha kayo ng damage reduction. But looking at this, nabuhay pa dito si Chu pero si JP.
Yun na nga, nabuhay pa si Chu pero si JP iba ang kanyang nasipa dahil nakatakas pa dun si Chu. Oh no! Medyo nagkaroon ng slight miscommunication doon with Aura PH and Benny Cutie getting killed by Chu. Pero sabi dito ng mga kupunan dito ng Aura PH, hayaan mo na yon, bawi na lang tayo dito sa gitna. And alam mo TDZ, I would just like to mention with you, itong si Grid, yung kanyang Popol in Kupa is really giving a heart or a headache para sa mga members dito ng Work Auster Force.
Tama yun, pati nakahirapan dito si Unravel na ma-pick off or ma-ejector dito yung main hero which is si Popol. Pero mukhang nag-aarang bakbakan dito, Lord Hades with the
Pumapalag-palag pa siya dito, TDZ, pero tingin ko hindi na enough yon. Nasabi mo kanina dito, yung mga Rhapsody dito, ito naramdam na natin yung sakit. Pero dito si Green, naibato siya dito sa gitna at may return kill naman dito ang Work Auster Force Killwash. Meanwhile, dito sa may bandang gitna, or rather sa may top lane, na-pick off na naman si Benny Cutie. Umalis sa baba, dun siya sa taas, pero ganun pa rin ang istorya, mga kaibigan. Ito, yung baba, basag na naman ng torre. Kung iisipin mo rito, TDZ, Lord Hades, he doesn't really need the kills. He just want to take down all the turrets dito para sa side ng Work Auster Force. At ito pa, Killwash, will he be able to be alive? Hindi enough yung kunat niya, sabi dito ni Kosei. Pero Greed, nilagay niya yung trap dito. Alam niya na sinusubukang invade ni Chu, pero disiplina lang for Work Auster Force. Wag natin pilitin yon. Pero meron pa silang pwedeng kunin objective dito and that's gonna be the turtle. Pero alam yan, ng Aura PH, they would want to contest. Nakaposition dito si Grid. Umiikot na doon si JP. Now, who will be able to take it down? That's the biggest question. Even Lord Hades, nagpa-purple buff pa siya muna dito at mukhang umalis na muna sila kasi kalma muna dito, TDZ.
Kalma, pati nakita natin dito si Lord Hades pati si Chu, kumukuha muna sila ng kanilang mga purple buffs at hindi available yung retribution, so it does take time. Pero simula nung nakita nila, okay, ready na ako, meron na akong purple buffs, sabi dito ni Lord Hades pati ni Chu, pwede tayo makapagpapakot.
Pero yun na nga, nag-unstoppable force doon, papasok si Unravel, pero ang nakakuha ng turtle, that's gonna be Chu. Once again, pero may blazing duet, medyo masakit-sakit dahil si JP ang unang nawala. Reymar TZ on a sliver of health, nakatakas pa siya doon mga kaibigan, pero sabi dito ni Benny Cutie, ito na ang pagbangon ng api, pero that ejector just saves. Oh my God!
Tol, ang ganda ng ginawa nila doon. Alam mo kung bakit? Yung passive ni Kagura nag-proc dahil doon nahiwalay siya doon sa mismong payong kaya nabuhay siya with that engagement. What a perfect ejector dito para kay Unravel.
Oh no! I really thought talaga, TDZ, na makukuha at mapapatay na siya doon. Ang ganda na ng entra ni Benny Cutie. Kumbaga, ito na ang pagbawi ko. Pero si Unravel, naka-ready siya. Binato niya yung tropa niya.
Wow, ang ganda ng execution dito. And also, that was a nice team fight para sa side ng Work Auster Force, pero nagko-converge sa bottom lane.
Dahil may sipang magaganap, na-cancel na rin doon yung blazing duet ni Chu. Pero sabi ni Reymar TZ, ako nang bahala, tol, itabi mo na. Pero nandito na yung Zaman Force, Hilo ang unang mawawala. That's gonna be Reymar TZ. Habol ngayon dito ang mga members dito ng Aura PH. Pero Makate, makunat at matigas dito ang robot ni Unravel. Habol pa sila. Grid trying to stay away. Nandito pa naman sila Popol and Kupa, pero ang unang nawala, that's gonna be Killwash on a different time. Pero ngayon, Unravel, together with Kagura dito mga kaibigan, going 2v2 sa mga members dito ng Aura PH. Hiwa-hiwalay yung mga laban dito, TDZ. Wow! Grabe tong unang game na to, ng series na to. Talagang dikit. Kung titignan mo sa gold, halos hindi nalalayo.
Hindi nalalayo at sinusubukan ding lumayo dito ng Work Auster Force from that play. Pero sinayawan ng Work Auster Force dito, RTZ and Unravel, the collection of this both members controlling the damage output of Aura PH. Especially yung kay Lord Hades, alam niya na nako-close na yung gap. Si Unravel, binadiblock niya. Sige tol, ako ang kukuha ng damage para sa Rhapsody. At sinayawan din with the Russia Umbrella Flea dito ni RTZ. At kuwang-kuwa, makikita mo dito yung connection ng mga bawat teams. At sabihin ko sa'yo, Rob, kahit medyo lamang dito ang work when it comes to kills, pati sa net worth, even Steven pa rin ang draft dito and also execution ng Aura.
Steven nga talaga, pero look at this one. Sobrang confident na dito ni Unravel. Sinipa na siya ni JP. Nako, medyo wala yata siyang kasama dito. Dito yung Kagura with the yin yang overturn. Will the damage will be enough? Pumasok na dito si RTZ, pero nawala na muna dito si Unravel. 2-man down para sa side ng Work Auster Force. Pero nandito na, respect na ang mga tropa. Sa likod si Kuzey dito, muntikan pa siyang mamatay kay Benny Cutie. At hiwa-hiwalay dito ang mga members ng Work Auster Force. Nandito na ang bida. Sabi nila magpapabugbog lang lamang sa una dahil nandito na si Chu. Binababang, bang, 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 bang muna nila dito ang mga members ng Aura PH. Double kill, triple kill. Shoot na rin yung Torre dito. Pwede ba nila tapusin to, TDZ?
Saktong-saktong positioning dito ng Work Auster Force. Binate out ang nila. Sige tol, kayo muna mauna. Itabi mo na. At biglang pumasok si Chu dito with the bang bang bang. Huling-huli lahat ng miyembro ng Aura PH. And this instant replay is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999. Pero Rob, tinamot ang position nila dito with the Zaman Force, slowing the rest of work. Pero with the mobility from Kose, he is able to separate the rest of Aura PH. At kita natin dito, Aura nag-converge sila dito. Reymar DZ with his tankiness, and also Kose going back to the fight, giving an opening for Chu to use his Blazing Duet, at mukhang nahuli nila kaagad with the slow from the Art of Thievery and also the stun from the Blood. Oh, nakakuha sila ng magandang rest back.
Yes, I like that you pointed out. And yung isolation play na pinakita ng Work Auster Force, na outmaneuver talaga nila dito ang Aura PH ngayon. Nasa kanila ang pinakaunang Lord. Will they be able to defend this one? Mukhang kaya pa naman TDC, pero fino-force ng Work Auster Force ang Torre dito sa gitna. Nabasag na ngayon ni Chu. Habol dito, pasok pa. Unstoppable Force na ngayon dito. Nako, nabawasan ng isang miyembro ngayon dito. JP taken down at may mga malalaki pa silang minion dito sa baba. Kaya pa bang dumepensa dito ng Aura PH? Mukhang hindi na yata TDC. Dahil nagbaback away na sila. Medyo naghihirapan na silang dumepensa. Paano gagawin? The Zaman Force dito ni Very Cutie sa may bandang likod. Pero unang nawala dito si Green. But nakalock na ngayon sila dito sa base. And that's it. Work Auster Force getting game number 1.
This winning moment is brought to you by Oppo A94. Experience gaming at full speed with Oppo A94. Get yours now for only 13,999. Rob, nakita natin dito. Kung ako tatanungin mo kung sino MVP dito, Unravel. Ilang beses niyang ginawa yung flicker plus the ejector, at yun yung mismong kailangan niyang i-focus si Cho.
Ang pinaka